Hello, everybody, and welcome back to school. I'm Mr. Link, and these are going to be my math classes. Now, to begin with, let me tell you about the 3 different math courses I will be teaching this year. The first one will be using a new book this year for Algebra 2, and it's the Illustrative Math series, sometimes called IM, Algebra 2. My next course is Pre-Calculus, and for that I'll be using the CME Pre-Calculus book. And finally, the last course I teach is Radically Accelerated Math Year 2, and they use both of the CME books, Algebra 2 and Pre-Calculus. Now, since Illustrative Math is new this year, I thought let's take a couple seconds here and let's talk about that. These are the 5 big things that Illustrative Math will do for you this year. First, it will help you foster mathematical habits of mind, similar to CME, in that you'll have habits of mind where we want you to work and think and talk like a mathematician. IM will also develop mathematical talent. Even if you don't think you have some, everybody has some talent, and we'll just make that better throughout the year. Next, IM will make things harder to make them easier, which seems kind of paradoxical, but that'll make more sense to you as the year goes on. The next thing is IM will present mathematics as a discipline. We'll look at the whole idea of mathematics, not just little bits and pieces, but what is everything put together and how does that all work? And finally, we'll be using technology to sharpen but not replace your thinking. So now what technology will we use in class? Well, we're still going to use the old graphing calculators. If you have one, great. If not, maybe you want to think about getting one. We use the TI Inspire CX CAS. And what you have on the left is the version we have at school. The next one is the newer version of the CX2 CAS. And you can tell it's newer, different, because it has the blue sides to it. And then for online, which everyone should have a computer or a phone that you could access, you can use Desmos instead of a graphing calculator. And at times, you could also use Wolfram Alpha. I myself prefer Wolfram Alpha, but as the year goes on, we'll probably be using both of those web-based applications. Now, just so you could be mentally prepared, there will be homework almost every day. Make sure you set aside some time so that you can work on and finish your math homework. Now, when you do that every day, there are certain things that you need to be aware. Those will be show your work. Now, there are all kinds of things to do to show your work. I have made an information sheet that's called Guidelines to Showing Appropriate Work. I'm not going to give that to you right away. We will talk about it, but I know here at the beginning of the year, you're going to have a lot of information, and so I just didn't want to bombard you with even more. So as the week goes on, you'll learn more about what are the guidelines to showing your work. That is going to help you, and it's going to help me, so that if you ever have a problem, then all I have to do is look at your homework, follow your thinking, and then I can help diagnose what the problem is so we can get you moving in the right direction. So please make sure you show your work. Now, for the whole year, what's going to be the big picture? Well, I think it is encapsulated in this comic, The Family Circus, quite nicely. The kids are saying, Daddy invented a new way of doing math, thinking. So make sure that you are ready to think. Make sure you're ready to work because we'll get going next week. So until then, let me leave you with one last thing. It's a little brain teaser. Let's see if you can think about these. In these 4 pictures that are somewhat math related, are the titles to four different movies. Why don't you ponder on and maybe discuss with your parents what you think these four movies could be? Now, you don't need to tell me right away. Next week, hopefully, we will talk about them in class and try to figure out what these four pictures of movies are. So until then, be safe, and I'll see you later.